Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys week 5 of the UCL. The St. Louis Rampardos take on the Manchester Magnezones and the homie Christian. We are 3-1 so far, looking to go 4-1, and Christian is 0-4. So everything looks like we're going to be sitting pretty good here, but you never know. And Christian actually has a really good team, so we're going to have to be really careful. We're jumping right into the match right away, and I do apologize. I'm not actually feeling the best right now. I'm a little bit under the weather, so bear with me, guys. I do apologize. We do have a question of the day today. Who is your favorite Eviolite user to use in competitive Pokemon? That's the reason why we're doing the question, is because he's got that P2, Porygon 2, which is actually one of my favorite Pokemon to use. I absolutely love Porygon 2. And of course, guys, do me a favor and please show your love on this video. 1,500 likes would be absolutely amazing. If you want to hit the like button now, and then if you don't like the video at the end, you can dislike it. That's cool with me. But if you could show your support, that's amazing. It helps me out a tremendous amount. And do me the favor of checking out Christian's channel, Feint Attacks. He's a cool dude. I had the pleasure of meeting him in person. He's a really nice guy. So let's jump into things here shortly. If you missed the pregame press show, it is on the screen in the annotation, so feel free to check that out as well. And last but not least, let's get things, we'll jump right into it, man. Like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest right now. I'm actually a little bit under the weather. I don't know why, I just kind of feel like crap today, but you can see my prediction for what his team is going to be. We're going to find out in just a moment here what he is going to bring, and it looks like he does bring the Cloyster, which is a problem. We are going to have, he doesn't bring the Magnezone? What? Dude, I am blown away at the fact that he did not bring Magnezone, but he did bring Cloyster, so I wish I prepared more for Cloyster, but I prepared so much for Magnezone. He didn't even bring it, but that makes the Aromatisse a little bit better. So let's think about this here for a second. Potential leads. I had been planning this whole time for the lead Mega Lopunny, so I'm just gonna lead with Edward. And if he does lead with Sableye, then I just switch into Aromatisse. So we're not gonna over predict here. So Crobat is my lead, predicting the fake out. It handles pretty much everything on his team pretty well, actually. He doesn't have the Magnezone, so actually Crobat could be really good. Especially since I shoot out speed stuff. And I think that'll be fine. Let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to waste any time here. He's got Sableye, Cloyster, Lopunny, and I'm hoping he leads with the Lopunny here. P2, Meloetta, and Florges. Okay, so let's see who's going to lead with. I'm going to lead with Edward, which is, of course, our Crobat here. He is going to lead with Lopunny. Perfect. So that's what I was hoping for. Now my hope here is he does not realize that Crobat does indeed get inner focus, and he goes to the fake out here, and I'll pick up an easy kill. I know that sounds kind of cheeky, but realistically there's nothing that really wants to take a Brave Bird, so we're just gonna click Brave Bird here. We're not gonna over predict. Hopefully he stays in. He Mega Evolves. He's gonna go for the fake out, isn't he? Oh my goodness, is this actually gonna work? I did not expect this to work. Oh my god. Well, I did expect it to work. That's why I did it. He goes to the fake out, and we're gonna, oh, I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Christian, but I saw this lead matchup coming a mile away. Crobat is going to just decimate this thing. Poor Lopunny, you are sayonara, Arvidazane, Arrivederci, you're out of here. I'll see you later. Crobat kills Lopunny with Brave Bird. Oh my god. I saw that coming a mile away. I said in my pregame show that I didn't know if he would know that Crobat did get inner focus as its ability, so he would just go for the fake out, and that's exactly what happens right there. We're able to just fire off a big Brave Bird and get rid of probably his biggest threat on the first turn. So, hey, you know what? I'll take it. Hopefully we can get a nice quick match here so I can go make myself some tea. Because I am, again, like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest today. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the weather. Maybe it's the allergies outside, or the pollen or whatever. I don't know what it is. Maybe I was just, you know, been partying too hard. You know me, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But either way, he's going to go into the P2, which is fine. This makes me want to knock off. He does actually get the download instead of trace, which is very interesting. Leads me to believe he might be offensive. I'm debating whether I want to save this thing, because I could really just Brave Bird here and probably do a tremendous amount. I don't know how much it's going to do, but it might do a decent amount. Let me just double check how much it's going to do to a P2. Not enough damage that I want to sacrifice this thing. So realistically, I mean, Hercules is a pretty free switch in, because I can knock off freely, which kind of makes a lot of sense. It is one of my only checks, though, to, you know what, let's go to NU Mew, because I can knock off the P2, and I can take any special hit here. So let's just do that. That makes the most sense to me. I can get up my rocks, too, if I want to, which aren't really all that important in this match, but they do help a little bit, so I can get a knockoff off. He's going to go for the Ice Beam here. Not too surprising. We'll see how much this does. He did get the boost. That does absolutely freaking nothing. So I'm a little surprised that he does have the download instead of the trace. Trace is typically better, especially with me having like Vaporeon and stuff. He could get the water absorb. I don't want to overpredict here. I think I should just knock off. I mean, his switch into this thing is Sableye probably. And I just think a knockoff's the best, because even if I get rid of the stabilized leftovers, I have Dazzling Gleam too, so I can put in the work. If he goes into Florges, I can easily just switch out. So let's just go for the knockoff. If I get rid of this Eviolite, it's going to be awesome. He's going to switch, so I'm not too surprised there. He's probably going to go into Sableye. He does go into Sableye, so that's fine. I'll get rid of its item, and I actually get just Dazzling Gleam on the next turn, which you probably won't expect. I don't know if he knows that I get Dazzling Gleam, and that did a lot more than I thought it was going to do. I'm a minus nature, so he actually might be specially defensive. Let me just check. Knockoff should have done 22. He might be specially defensive, to be honest. I still think Dazzling Gleam is my best bet. It's going to do more than he's going to like take back, and he's going to go for the taunt. So he was predicting my Stealth Rocks, but my Dazzling Gleam should just be able to come in here and should be able to almost knock him out. It's not going to totally... wow. He's very specially defensive, so he is fully specially defensive. He's forced to recover here, but that is a losing battle on his end. I am free to just Dazzling Gleam away. If he wants to recover, that's fine. I'm just going to keep Dazzling Gleaming. Eventually, we're going to either hit him with a crit or something, or I can switch out, too. He shows me Taunt and Recover. I am going to make some quick notes here. He's got Taunt, Recover... and I did see on the P2, we saw Ice Beam on P2. I'll just make a couple notes. I'm pretty free to just keep Dazzling Gleaming. Eventually, I'll crit him, or he's going to have to switch out. He's fighting a losing battle. Like, yeah, he's getting a little bit of health back, but he's not really able to do much to me. He's going to go for the Recover again. This is a pretty free opportunity for me to go into Aromatisse if I want to fire off a Moonblast instead, which will do a little bit more damage. That might be what I do actually next. I'll see if the taunt wears off. So the taunt does wear off. So actually, I think this is a good opportunity for me to get my rocks up. I don't think he's going to taunt again. I get my rocks up. It looks like he actually is going to go for the knockoff this turn, which is fine with me. He goes for the Foul Play, so I'm actually minus attack nature, so I should be able to take this pretty decently. Actually, I am misspoken. That's a crit. I was like, that did so much damage. Oh my god. That did so much damage, but it's because it was a crit. So, he's got Foul Play. He might not have the knockoff. I'm pretty free to just go into Aromatisse here. I think I should just save this thing for later. It does have some versatile utility, and I really don't see him being able to do a whole lot to me. He might Foul Play again, which is fine. But this gets Aromatisse in for free. So he does switch, so he actually is going to just double out into what, though? Florges. Okay. That's fine with me. I have no business staying in here against the Florges, though. I need to get the heck out of here, to be honest. He shows the leftovers on his Florges, so he's defensive. He might be carrying the Psyshock, so I need to be careful of that. What's my switch into Florges? It is definitely Z-Drive every time. I don't see any reason not to bring in Z-Drive right now, so we're just going to do it. We're not going to over-predict anything. We're just going into Z-Drive, and I should be able to take pretty much any hit from this thing without a problem. He's got Moonblast. He might have Psyshock. He could be carrying Hidden Power, but even with Hidden Power, like, Z-Drive can handle most hits. It's not going to be Stab Hidden Power, so it's not like he's going to be doing a whole lot to me anyway. And it's only 60 base power, so I don't have any 4x weaknesses. So we'll see what he goes for, see if he predicts anything here. But Metagross is going to come in. I'm expecting the Moonblast. He goes for the Calm Mind, so that's actually really good that I did make that switch. Calm Mind Florges is a huge problem, and you really have to be careful with it. He shows the leftovers as well, but I have this one move called Meteor Mash, which absolutely decimates most of his team. So that's probably what we're just going to do here. There's really no reason to overpredict again. I'm just going to click Meteor Mash. I could substitute right now, but I don't think he can do much to me unless he has Hidden Power Ground or HP Fire. None of which really make that much sense, because he's going to be limited on move slots. He's already got Calm Mind, so he's probably got Moonblast. He might have Wish Protect, but then at that point he's walled entirely by Z-Drive, so I don't know what his other moves are. And once I start to figure that out, the rest of my team can handle him appropriately. We still have Crobat, you know, Raikou can handle hits. You know, Conkeldurr can come in and it can take one hit and fire off a big Poison Jab. This is actually really important, though, because if for some reason he does have an answer to my Metagross with Florges, I have to kind of evaluate that. But he's going to switch out probably into the Sableye. I don't know how well Sableye is going to take this hit, because he is going to take Stealth Rocks damage, and he's also going to take Adamant Meteor Mash here. I really don't foresee him living this hit, especially at that range, knowing that he's specially defensive as well. I really just don't see him living this hit. As long as we don't miss, we don't. An attack boost would be absolutely marvelous. That's probably going to knock out the Sableye, and it does indeed. It doesn't look like we got the attack boost. No attack boost, but Metagross is going to take out the Sableye, kill Sableye with Meteor Mash. His best switch-in right now is actually the Clawitzer. Clawitzer can come in and it can Dark Pulse and actually do quite a bit of damage to me. If that's the case and Clawitzer does come in, which he is going to do, my best switch in here is Conkeldurr. Now that the Sableye is gone, I'm pretty free to just like destroy lives with it. So the Dark Pulses, I'm certainly coming. So we're just going to go straight into Hercules here. Now I could stay in and I could of course like Brick Break or something. I don't want to chance the fact that he's Scarfed. So I'd like to try to find out what kind of set he's running here first. So I'm going to switch out into the Conkeldurr, which is of course running max special defense with the Assault Vest, so I can take any hit. He is going to go for the Dark Pulse, so that was a pretty easy read there on our part. We're going to be able to take that no problem, and we're good to go. I am pretty free here to just fire off a Poison Jab, predicting the Florges to come in. That's my best play. There's really no reason for me to do anything else, so let's just go for the Poison Jab. He is going to switch out the Clawitzer, and that Dark Pulse didn't do a whole lot, and I'm assuming the Florges is coming in, which it is. It is going to take some Stealth Rocks damage. It's going to take a lot of damage from this Poison Jab here as well, and now I have to make a decision because we have to decide whether or not we want to take a Moonblast or and kill this thing, or save it to take on the Clawitzer, because I still don't know what set the Clawitzer is running. Let me just see here from Florges. He's an offensive, he's probably like defensive Calm Mind, but the Moonblast is not going to kill us, even if he's modest. So I'm free to stay in here and Poison Jab again and knock him out, but I just don't know if that's the best play. I mean, I realistically, like, I could easily go into Crobat here to take the hit and then fire off a Cross Poison. I just want to make sure Crobat can live the hit from a Florges if he's Calm Mind. The Moonblast does about 30% to Crobat if he's super offensive. And Crobat is sitting at about a little less than half, so 70 out of 173. Let me just double check here, out of 173. It's about 40%, so we should be able to live any Moonblast right now and then be able to fire off a Cross Poison, and he has nothing that wants to take it, including this Florges, so I think that's our best play. Let's just go to Edward here. I need to save Hercules because it's my really my only check to Clawitzer, especially since I could take the Scald Burns too. So let's go to Edward. I should be able to live a Moonblast if all goes well. He's gonna go for that Moonblast. We're gonna find out if he's offensive or not though. I know he's got the Calm Mind, but we actually eat that up no problem, and we're free to Cross Poison here. I can also U-turn as well if I want to get cheeky, predicting the switch. His check to this is P2, so I think I should U-turn. I just don't want to over-predict. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I just don't want to over-predict, but I do think I should U-turn out here. I have some things I can Death Fodder if I want to. I think he's gonna switch into Porygon 2, or he can't sacrifice Florges. Florges is like one of his best Pokemon. Let's U-turn. I feel like he's gonna switch out. He is gonna switch out, so we're gonna get the momentum. In comes Bell. This might actually just kill the Meloetta. I'm gonna be honest. This might kill it. This is a Choice Band, a U-turn. This might actually kill this thing. I don't know how bulky Meloetta is, but it doesn't kill it, but it does a good amount of damage. So now we have a tough decision to make here. I can do a number of different things, but I do think Metagross is my best play. Meloetta is definitely not going to outspeed me. I have just enough speed to make sure I outspeed any form of Meloetta. I believe. Let me just double check. That is the case, and I believe a Brick Break will most certainly kill this thing at this range. So I think that's my best play, is just go into Z-Drive and just click Brick Break. He's got nothing that can take it, so I think that's all we have to do. I'm just trying to double check here. Unless he's Scarfed. If he's Scarfed Meloetta, he can do Shadow Ball, but it's only going to do 50%. So I think we should just fire off a Brick Break here, because we're going to kill the Meloetta. Unless, if he's Scarfed, like I said, I mean, we could take one hit. So let's just go for the Brick Break. Hopefully knock him out. We'll see what he's going to do here. I would imagine he just lets this thing die, to be honest. I can't imagine him staying in here. I really can't. I mean, I can't imagine him, like, switching out. Because nothing can switch in. I mean, he can't. Clawitzer's getting 2 KO'd probably. Florges can't come in, obviously. Sableye's gone. Porygon 2 can't take 2 Brick Breaks, although he doesn't know I have Brick Break, but either way. And I'm actually just going to be able to knock him out. The Brick Break's going to come in here from the Mega Metagross, and that is going to easily knock out the Meloetta. So Metagross kills Meloetta with Brick Break. And the homie Z-Drive picking up 2 more kills here, adding out to our kill total. which is nice. I think the Cloyitzer just comes back in. That's what this is going to be. It's just going to be Cloyitzer coming back in every time. I still don't know whether this thing is scarfed or not, but I don't want to take a Dark Pulse. So again, our switch in to the Dark Pulse is Hercules. I also have a Aromatisse as well that can switch in, but I think Hercules is just the obvious switch here, and I'm free to knock off this turn after whatever. He's going to go for the Dark Pulse. I just want to find out if he's scarfed or not, so I'm thinking the knockoff makes the most sense. Although, the Poison Jab kills the Florges on the switch in and does a tremendous amount to the Cloyitzer. So let me just think about this really quick, because I don't know if he's going back into it. He can't go back into Florges because I predicted it last time, I think. Let me just see how much I do to Cloyitzer, because I could probably tank anything from this thing, regardless. I could take a Scald. Poison Jab does about 50%. Drain Punch does a lot too. The knockoff is nice. I just don't want to have that Florges come in for free. So I do think Poison Jab is my best play. If he goes to Florges again, that's fine. He actually is going to Dark Pulse again. So that leads me to believe he is Scarfed, which we were not surprised about, right? We had a feeling that he was going to be Scarfed either way. So the Poison Jab is going to come in here. It's going to do a good amount of damage, about 40%. And the Drain Punch will actually clean up the rest of the damage that we need and allow us to kill the Cloyitzer here after the Dark Pulse. He's going to just stay in Dark Pulse. Now, he does have a chance to get a flinch here. Hopefully, we don't get flinched. He gets a crit, though. No, he doesn't get a crit. That just was a higher roll. But we are going to be able to knock him out. So, Conk kills Cloyitzer with Drain Punch. And Cloyitzer goes down. So, he's down to just his Porygon 2 and his Florges, I believe, are the last two alive. And I'm just trying to think of what makes the most sense here. I do want to get a knockoff on the Porygon 2. I think here comes the Florges, which is obviously a free switch-in for me to just go into Metagross. There's really no reason for me not to, and we should be able to clean up here with Metagross at the end, because I don't really think Florges can touch Metagross typically, and we could just fire off Meteor Mashes and Brick Breaks. Really surprised he didn't bring the Magnezone this week, to be honest. Really surprised. He's gonna go for the Moonblast. We're gonna be able to take that without a problem, and we're pretty free here to either set up a substitute or just fire off a brick, you know, a Meteor Mash or something. The Meteor Mash would obviously kill the Florges. The substitute is nice because I don't think he can break it, and that gives me an answer to P2. So let's just go for the substitute. I feel like he's got to switch into Porygon 2, or he just can't break my sub, one of the two. If he breaks my sub, he breaks my sub. Like, I'm not losing anything by substituting here, in my opinion. He's got the Moonblast. I think I can live this too, or I don't think this is going to break the sub. He needs a crit to break the sub. It doesn't break the sub, so I believe Metagross actually cleans up from here, especially behind a substitute. If I click Meteor Mash and then Brick Break twice, I think we win. So let's just go for the Meteor Mash here. That should knock out the Florges without a problem. I mean, it's definitely going to knock out the Florges, and we don't miss, which is beautiful. So Metagross kills Florges with Meteor Mash. And I believe Porygon 2 comes in and just dies to 2 Brick Breaks, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's pretty free. I'm gonna just check it really quick out of curiosity, but after the leftovers and stuff, I really just don't see how this thing is gonna be living 2 hits. You know. Yeah, it's close enough that I believe it'll be a 2-hit KO, so I think we're gonna go for the Brick Break. That's if he's specially defensive. If he's physically defensive, he might actually live the 2 Brick Breaks, but I just don't see it happening at this point. No, that's definitely enough. It's definitely enough damage. So he's going for the Tri Attack. I think that'll break the sub with the Moonblast, but we should actually be in pretty good shape here. Does it even break the sub? Yeah, it does break the sub. So he's going to break the substitute, but we are free to Brick Break here and pull off a nice little 6-0 victory. So I think that's going to be the game. Yeah, it is. So Metagross kills P2 with Brick Break. And that's going to be the match, guys. Nice little match there. Nice 6-0 against the Manchester Magnezones and Christian. If you guys could do me the favor and please just, you know, make sure you check out Christian's channel. I know this is kind of a quick matchup and stuff like that, but he's a really cool guy, really good friend, and I think, you know, in due time, this format is not easy to get used to, guys. You know what I mean? So please don't think anything negative of Christian in this match, just because we're able to come up with a, you know, a win. I've been doing this format now for, you know, I finished the whole GBA season and stuff like that, so it takes a long time to get used to, and I got bodied quite a few times in my first season in the GBA as well, so it definitely takes a while to kind of get used to stuff, but either way, thank you so much, guys, for watching this match. I hope you guys can show your loving on that like button down below for the nice 6-0 there. Metagross picking up, I believe, 4 more kills. 1, 2, 3, 4 more kills, and everything worked out as planned, so that's going to be pretty awesome. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm going to get the heck out of here, guys. I will catch you guys later. Peace.